Hi there, world. I'm Ryan Boehme, and it is time for another, yes, you guessed it, movie review today. Because that's the only thing I can actually think of reviewing because I don't read or do anything else. That's a lie, but you get what I mean. Today's movie, we venture back to the good old-fashioned world of black and white, minus the good old-fashioned and just keep the black and white in The Giver. For the film of The Giver, it is based on Lois Lowry's book, and it tells a story of the perfect world, where everyone is happy. The main hero, Jonas, is chosen to be the community's receiver of memories. He enters into training with an old man called the Giver. From the Giver, Jonas learns about pain, sadness, war, and all of the unhappy truths of the real world, and he quickly realizes that his community is fake. Confronted with this reality, Jonas faces difficult choices about his own life and his future. Well, that certainly does sound quite compelling, doesn't it? The cast of The Giver includes newcomer, who's apparently been in a shit ton of things already, but we don't really know about him yet, is Brenton Thwaites. He plays I hope I'm saying his last name right, he plays the main hero of The Giver. Then we have not-so-newcomers of Jeff Bridges and the wonderful Meryl Streep, with a very unexpected little appearance from Taylor Swift, among many others. My expectations for The Giver were a little bit mixed, but they weren't overly high. I know it's obviously based off of a very famous book, which I will say that I have never read. Don't be fooled by these glasses. I really am not a very avid reader. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm a movie person. Going into this movie, you obviously have the trick of, the move from book to movie adaptations and the complexity it is to try to make a faithful adaptation. The reviews for The Giver have actually been relatively negative, and the box office results for opening weekend were unfortunately pretty low. Looking at the trailers for this movie, I was actually kind of looking forward to it, but, everything else was sort of veering more negatively for this film when it comes to an adaptation. I read up a couple things about it, so I went in with, fairly mixed bag of expectations for this movie, and I gotta say, walking out of it, that I really liked it. Again, I haven't read the book, but still, sue me. I didn't read the book. I liked the film. I guess I'm one of those people. My boyfriend Jack, however, has read the book among many of my other friends, and so he explained all of the major differences. Apparently people got a sense that it was different even looking at the previews when it comes to, adding love stories, the fact that they aged the actors like 5 years older than their actual book characters, and extra conflicts added and plot points added, blah blah blah, but I'm going to review it as a standalone film. I have no prior thorough knowledge of the book, so that the review you're going to be getting from me is just solely based on the quality of a film. Let's start things off on a positive note. I like those futuristic, dystopian future, if I'm saying that correctly, sorry, films like Hunger Games and Divergent. So that being said, I liked the premise of this story. I liked the story. I thought it was intriguing. I thought it was very original, and the black and white elements mixed in, with the characters starting to see things in color. I'm not going to try to give away spoilers for those that don't know the story, but it does have to do with the world, everyone who is being basically, who doesn't feel emotion or feeling so much anymore are seeing in black and white. The main hero of the story begins to see things in color through many different scenarios. But I liked the characters, and apparently the development of the romance, especially with also conflicts involving the main characters' best friends, were added into the story, but I actually liked it. I thought it made for good drama. I give major props to Brenton Thwaites as a newcomer actor. He was nice to look at, not gonna lie. He was a good actor. He carried his way, and I thought that he was believable, and I'm actually curious to see how he does in the future. I'm not going to hold a grudge against him anymore for the monstrosity of a stupid, pointless performance that he brought to Prince Philip in Maleficent. But I thought that Brenton Thwaites did a great job carrying this movie. Meryl Streep is Meryl Streep. It's Meryl Streep. She's, great as the villainous role, and I enjoyed her immensely, as always. I felt like this movie held its own. I thought it had a good cast and a good story, and overall I felt like it, made its, way from point A to point B relatively smoothly. If I'm going to compare it to Hunger Games and Divergent, it would go Hunger Games, Divergent, The Giver, but I'm just looking at The Giver alone and appreciating it for everything good that is in it. So there you have it. I noticed the color more than the black and white. I give The Giver a solid 4 stars out of 5, and I look forward to many viewings from here on out. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and until next time, keep your eye out for more movie reviews as well as vlogs of my daily life. Well, this has been lovely. Until next time, bye for now, guys.